Hello.
We have refilled our coffees. I have successfully done what I needed to do. So, how are we feeling?
Fuck you, Monica.
Fucking Monica. Sayori's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
Sayuri is no longer with us, and as Blue Dragon Lady pointed out, sorry, go ahead.
I heard something different in the music just now.
What'd you hear?
Like it felt like it went off tune a little bit.
Yep. So, we have that. We have the whole thing where, as you pointed out, Sayori is no longer on the cover page. We have the text here that's supposed to say new game that is now just broken script.
Mm-hmm. Can we see what happens when we try to hit new game?
Yep. So this is where we get into very much into the psychological aspect of the game. From here on out, the rules of this game change.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that have not played this before. So, shall we?
Yep.
New game.
Oh.
I'm not reading that. I don't know how to read that.
Listen. Just give it a sec.
Shit.
Isn't that slightly off-putting?
Yep. And the skip option is still not there.
Correct. Narrator.
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me.
Oh.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I always walk to school myself alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girl or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on video games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Baloney! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs.
So before we do anything, I'm going to quickly hit the save button here. And
It deleted our original slot.
I'm going to save in slot number 2.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't really any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with anyway. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Tom? Oh, God.
Monica?
Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here.
Fucking bitch.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile so genuinely at me feels a little...
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Mm-hmm.
What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that, I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far.
Fun fact, in most Japanese high schools, you need to have a minimum of 4 members to be considered an official club.
Official club.
An official club, meaning they don't have any funding from the rest of the student council. Also, they most likely do not have a teacher as a supervisor.
Correct. But let's just ask this. When has that ever stopped Monica?
When have we seen a teacher?
We haven't seen any adults.
Monica.
It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she? And this proves why Tom is not a good protagonist.
Nope. Hey, Tom? By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but how did you know?
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor?
No.
I won't ask you to join, but...
No.
No.
If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy.
No.
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 Please?
No. Well, I guess I have no choice. I have no reason to refuse. You have plenty of reasons to refuse.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't remember.
I guess I have no choice. I mean, reason to refuse. I fucking love that.
Mm-hmm. She fucking killed your best friend.
Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Easily! Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Tom. You know that?
He's really not. It's nothing really.
We are going to eat you alive.
Yep. if we don't get eaten alive first. Like, goddamn. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You are more important.
Simp.
Narrator.
And thus today marks the day that I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
And we still can't use our skip button. Our skip button is not an option.
Nope. I'm just gonna listen to the music a second. Okay, the music is there. There seems to be... I don't know if I just didn't notice it before, but there seems to be, like, more papers on the wall, but it's laid out in more of a pixelated fashion.
I think that's actually just markings on the papers themselves.
No, but the way that the papers are layered.
Could be. Very well could be. It seems almost like 3D-ish, I guess.
I'm back! And I brought a new guest with me. A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Should wait for Lady Punit.
Hey guys, sorry my cat threw up.
Nope, you're good.
Oof.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mad, Natsuki. By the way, welcome to the club, Tom. ...
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
And what? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name apparently is Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
1 second. Give me 1 sec, my computer's lagging here.
I took a bite while it was lagging. Fuck.
You're good. Take a moment. Monica needs a snack break here.
Yeah, she's taking up like the food munching thing because Sayori's not around.
Yep.
Yep. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. It's nice to meet you both.
So, I ran into Tom in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna... well, you know...
Sorry.
So that's what happened the first time around then.
Yeah, she was given notice so she could bring cupcakes.
Yep. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Tom?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow from this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teacup in the middle.
You
keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
The person on screen versus the text is actually highly confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if we just had like a shadow person.
Right? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
So, I just realized something. We've effectively formed our own literature club here.
Mm-hmm.
Not your stereotypical one, but we effectively have a book club.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Monica.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Sorry, Monica was taking a bite to eat.
She's got the munchies, man. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that... you know...
Believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
No. So, Tom, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
That's a fucking mood.
Mm-hmm.
Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she's about to say something, but keeps quiet.
No. And not much of a reader, I guess.
So that's a change this time around.
Yeah?
Yuri's
a little bit more disapproving.
Not just that, she's a little more vocal. She used to be quiet and withdrawn. Natsuki's not saying much this time around.
I have a theory. I have a theory on that.
What's that?
So, in our first playthrough together, when it came to like the last bit from last session, Natsuki was about to confess her feelings to Tom.
Yeah.
Our character.
Yep.
but
She stopped.
then, yeah, she stopped when she saw Sayori.
Yep.
And then when our exchange with Sayori happened, Sayori's now gone.
Yep.
I'm thinking that Monica changed the coding to make it to where Natsuki doesn't do much, so that way Monica has a better chance with Tom, because she saw both Sayori and Natsuki as a threat. She does not see Yuri as a threat.
Possibility.
Mm-hmm.
You got this line?
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
She'd be in love with this one.
Mm-hmm. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Fucking mood, hun.
Mm-hmm. But, I like a lot of things. The stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Excuse me for a second. Just gonna break the fourth wall.
Oh, fuck, Yuri. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Yuri!
Breaking the fourth wall here, don't mind me.
God damn it, Yuri and Monica. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
A horror book once? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Fucking bitch.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
She needs help!
Never mind.
Dude, that's right! You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Just calling out all their stuff.
Right?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No! Narrator.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience? Bleh. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Because Sayuri's not there to brighten the mood.
Natsuki's hair is a little more disheveled this time around.
You
Yeah,
think?
it is.
Even her clip. Wasn't that like over here last time?
No, her clip's always kind of been towards the forefront, but I can see where the ribbons are more disheveled and her hair's a little bit messier. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Eh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Nanaka.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Jesus. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Tom?
Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club.
Or she didn't, you fuck knuckle.
Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs I want to look at, and, I lost my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Tom. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to confirm an official club.
I knew it!
We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members.
Guilt tripping!
Yep. And if we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this?
You're not. You're a teenager, dude.
Yep.
You're like. I think we worked out last episode with the DDLC in the chat that they're all 18, but he is technically still a teen.
Yeah. 18.
Fucking hormones, man. Fucking hormones.
Fucking hormones. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join your stupid club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Tom?
Yeah.
Manipulative bitch.
Mm-hmm. Could be fun, I get, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean... Oh, that's not me.
I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I'd be super pissed.
Tom, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. Fucking manipulative bitch. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Yeah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Oh. Tom, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
I bet you do.
Right?
Yeah. Can I really impress the club star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
I